So how long have you been working in clay?
I think it's about 10 years.
Okay.
I yeah, I just came across it by accident, like most people, and it seemed to fit what I needed to do at the time, and here I am. I'm a retired, I just retired music teacher. Um, yeah, I played professionally uh, in the Victoria Symphony for 10 years, and then I went and lived in Japan for about 6 years. But was still continuing to work on call until COVID, and now I don't want to do that. So, so
Yeah.
I'm fully retired now.
Following you for, I realized I featured you. I went back and looked and like 5 times, and you would just pop up, and I think, oh, I like that. Oh, I like that.
Sorry, Barb Alexander asked me if I was paying you.
Yeah. Well, then when you got to vessels, it was just right up my alley again. And I thought, what has happened to her that she's doing vessels now? I know one thing that happened to you is you took Claire Moncel's class.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, she's definitely right up my alley for sure. Love the surface work, love the organic feel of it, and yeah.
Was there some challenge you gave yourself?
No challenge. I mean, just the little ones I've been making recently. I had a succulent plant that needed transplanting, and I thought, what am I going to put these in? And I thought, oh, I'll just make a little pot for it, and I made a few. And then, yeah, friends picked them up right away. It was like they were gone, and so I made some more, and then I did the 100-day challenge I did beads in the spring, and it kind of feels like that to me a little bit, like I'm experimenting and trying out some of the things I did back then on the clay, and it's kind of taken off from there. I post them and people contact me. So, but I mean, it's like I haven't made that many, maybe 25 or so is all I've made so far, but they're pretty much disappearing, which is nice. I've just been using, well, I actually have a couple of the ones I have here, like this little jar is my favorite.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is that one of those yogurt jars?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I have sort of goes in a little bit. Is that a problem?
Yeah, I have to be careful not to go too high on it. If I go up higher than that,
yes,
that's when I have sort of more openings at the top, and it's a little harder to get it off, but I've never not been able to get it off. Ones that mostly I'm using pan pastels and texture, and those ones I do the texturing after it's already on. Yeah.
Okay, but when do you do the pan pastels? When it's sheeted? Flat, when it's flat?
I do it when it's all on there.
Oh, when it's on.
I use
pan pastels.
I just use like brushes. You can see how that's my blue-green pan pastel brush. Yeah. I think pan pastels are amazing. They're right now my favorite thing to play around with, because there's actually quite a few different things you can do with them that I'm learning. If I cover the form with a black clay, and then I cover that with a light colored
clay
pan pastel.
Oh, pan pastel. Okay.
And then I put darker colors or different colors on that. I think it gives more depth to the color. And it shows it off, of course, on black clay. I mean, I was running out of white clay like most people. And so I was experimenting more with the black clay and what could I do with the pan pastels on the black clay.
And you were surprised at what happened?
Yeah, I was like, I feel like there's a lot more to explore with it still, for sure.
Yeah.
My mother was a potter, and she was very organic in her approach to her art, and I'm definitely feel her influence in what I do, and that's also really draws me toward vessels, and I'd love to do a lot more playing around with that and experimenting with different things. But yeah.
Well, it's been great to talk to you. Great to meet you.
And you too.